work out here. No slacking. What's up, guys? Curtis Stevens will be fighting David Lemieux on March the 11th for the WBO NOBO middleweight title. Both these fighters will be smashing each other into submission for a top spot in the middleweight division. These two fighters have fought tough opponents such as Gennady Golovkin and another person called Hassan Jakham. They have similar styles. They're both power punchers and they look to knock out their opponents. Curtis Stevens, on the one hand, every punch he throws is with such spite and venom and overbears you with pressure. David Lemieux, on the other hand, does the same thing, but he does it more with his combinations. So where these two fighters differ is how they go about it. So a good way to understand this matchup is to look at a past fight. Now, the one thing that can trouble power or to match power is range and technique. And Curtis Stevens versus Hassan Jakham is a good fight to watch, since the other guy used his range and defeated him by using a jab and staying out the range of those big powerful shots. When David Lemieux fought the same guy, he was able to break him down and managed to bridge that gap and get his shots off. When these two both fought Gennady Golovkin and lost, range was also an important factor. Gennady Golovkin was superior in technique and power and managed to beat both of these two, but I'd have to say that David Lemieux managed to look better in that fight, and he was able to hit Gennady Golovkin with a few shots. I wouldn't say it shaked him, but he did certainly feel it. So if I was to actually compare these two powers, I'd say David Lemieux has the more powerful shots. So what's going to happen in this fight? Well, since I think David Lemieux has a little bit more technique, even though David Lemieux is a big power puncher, he's gonna do better at breaking down Curtis Stevens. We're gonna see some form of jab, because if he can control that range in a similar sort of way, then he can set up his own shots. Curtis Stevens, on the other hand, has a lot of power in his hands, and he kind of has like a one sort of way. But if he hits you with a clean shot, then it could be curtains. So anything can happen, as I always say. But my prediction for this fight is that David Lemieux is going to be able to beat Curtis Stevens simply because he's fought more skilled and tough opponents and understands the fact that you need to have some sort of jab to be able to get in to do your combinations. You can't just bulldoze your way through and expect to win. But saying that, Curtis Stevens has done that throughout his whole career, and even though he has 5 losses to his name, he still will be fighting to get to the top. So yeah, this one will be one to watch. These two fighting on March the 11th. Make sure you tune in.